Departing the cruise, Rome is our destination, and the driver was certainly in a hurry to get us there. Did that speedo say 145 kilometers per hour? We were instantly greeted with laneways and architecture, with an added surprise. Rome was celebrating Independence Day, which started with a quick flyover.
Welcome to Rome!
Soon we're in the hustle and bustle of Rome's public transport system, on our way to Vatican City, where we would join the crazy tourist crowds and follow one of those flags around, as you do. Vatican City is officially a country, with about 800 people and the home of the Pope, with the entrance being guarded by the Swiss Guard. Our tour starts in Pinecone Courtyard, where the history of Vatican City is brought to life by storytelling of the artwork we are about to see as we head into the museums. With over 7 kilometres of museums, this is a very small snippet of what you can expect to see: crowds, glory and art. A typical example of one of the many garden terraces which are throughout the VC. The Gallery of Maps walkway is to represent travelling across Italy, north to south and east to west, with each canvas displaying the region's map. Following the Gallery of Maps, we entered the Sistine Chapel, but there is a strict no photos or filming in here. It is a quiet place, but you can't help to notice the guards yelling out to tourists that don't listen. I've used a stock photo here.
Oh, us? I mean, it did give us a press entry though. Oh, wow. Holy moly. Oh my gosh.
Soon we entered St. Peter's Basilica. My first impression, it's massive. Every corner tells you a story, with countless paintings and chapels heading off the main corridor. Wandering to the end, you come face to face with the altar of the chair of St. Peter. St. Peter's Square can hold about 60,000 visitors and is used for public gatherings and of course masses and ceremonies. It's also the gateway into St. Peter's Basilica, noting that it is guarded by the Swiss Guard.
There's faster than mine.
Look at the camera. You can't stare at the camera when you go to police are coming.
We finished the day visiting the Spanish Steps and Trevi Fountain, both which were packed with people just like us, the common tourist. We're in a thunderstorm today, so today will be very interesting to see how we go. I'll try and get some clacks and lightning on here. It's pretty loud in the central area, so. Did someone say watch out for pickpockets? Today was all about ancient Rome and what has been preserved. We started our day at the Pyramid of Caius, which was built 18 BC. Inside you will find the tomb of Gaius Cetus. Walking to meet our tour, we found ourselves standing right in front of the iconic Colosseum. It certainly is spectacular to see in person. Our tour kicked off on Palatine Hill, the birthplace of Rome, and was believed to have established around 753 BC. It provides sweeping views of both the Forum and surrounding landscape. Its primarily focus was elite residential life and politics, or policies as it was known in that era. The Roman Forum, the streets where Rome actually ran, with temples, arches, politics, drama, lots of imagination required when looking back at the ruins to imagine what it must have looked like in this period.
Welcome to the basilica in the Roman Forums.
Finally, we headed back to where we started to enter the Colosseum, where gladiators battled, wild animals versus humans, and public executions of prisoners were all held. The construction of the Colosseum started in 72 AD and completed in 80 AD, built by approximately 100,000 Jewish slaves during this period. It could sit between 50,000 to 80,000 spectators in its day. It's hard to capture how impressive this place is through the lens, and I would say it's a must-see if you are in Rome.
Here we are at Trevi Fountain. It's 10:20 at night.
What day is it today, girls? Our last day. Hey.
At least happy.
What are you, Roy?
What?
What day is it today?
Thursday.
Today we're doing a bit of a hop-on, hop-off bus. We'll see how that goes.
Hello friends, here we are on the hop-on, hop-off bus, touring Rome. We've done a fair bit of walking the last 2 days, close to 40,000 steps. So we thought we would take the tourist trap option and see what the town has to offer from the bus.
It's mine and Brianna's last day.
Hang on. Give us a wave. This is the line for the sandwich shop. It's pretty well known. The sandwich shop. Have a look at the size of my sandwich. It's as big as my head.
Rome certainly delivered, with cobblestones, history, and that Roman buzz in the air. We wrapped it up all with incredible food and memories for a lifetime. See you in the next video.
Leaving Rome today, heading for Florence. Have arrived in Florence to our accommodation. And we've got this area in here. Step through to the kitchen. Bathroom. Okay. Then we've got stairs. Oh, lots of stairs. And then we have a bed. That's a good freaky overnight. Hi! That's accommodation Florence.
Mercado Central Market. We wander around the market, taking it all in, trying to find something to eat for lunch. This place oozed freshness, clearly ready for the day's trade. The lower level was more the fresh produce, with a couple of stalls for takeaway food, but upstairs was the open food hall. The beauty of Florence. Sweets everywhere, people everywhere.
You want to go up a side street?
And then you walk around the corner and you go, holy moly. As we walked around the Santa Maria del Fiore, taking in the sights, we decided to join the line and enter the Florence Cathedral, which is better known as the Duomo del Florence. After having visited Sagrada Familia in Barcelona and then St. Peter's Basilica in Rome, this was a little of a letdown on the inside, and it is more impressive from the outside. However, it is one of the few cathedrals that allows you to sneak underneath and visit the crypt. It is documented that Michelangelo's body was transported from Rome in 1564 to return to his native city of Florence, where people can now pay their respects right here. We climbed up the bell tower today. All the way up there, 413 steps bell counted. It was a hike. Crazy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, gracias. Crazy. After all that history, Belinda needed a little afternoon pick-me-up. That's the reality
these moments.
The Baptistery of San Genovese is under restoration, but I can't help looking at the golden mosaic ceiling. It's definitely worth seeing.
So every morning, every day, these guys pack these boxes up and reset them up every day. That's a commitment. I'll show you a video of some guy that moves them back into storage. They pull the carbs. Cruising down the leather market.
I spotted this little funky coffee place in the market and I was hopeful it was open for breakfast. Indeed it was.
Welcome to Pisa! Welcome to Pisa. You always know when you get closer to a landmark because the restaurants are always up and about, and if you look in the top left hand corner you can see the top of the Tower of Pisa.
As you enter the Piazza di Miracoli, it takes your breath away. For a moment as you scan around, it's hard not to take notice of the 191-foot Leaning Tower of Pisa. The Leaning Tower of Pisa construction started in 1173 and its tilt is due to the soft soil, but modern stabilisation has made it safe to visit. Can I let it go now? The Pisa Cathedral was built in 1064. We didn't enter any of the sites today as we didn't have any plans. Just free balling it, I think they call it. The Baptistery of St. John started as a Romanesque style, but due to finances, the Pisano brothers had to complete the construction and gave it more of the Gothic look it has today.
What would that guy be looking at? Let's have a look.
Piazza del Cavalieri, which was the headquarters of the Knights of St. Stephen, and it is now one of Italy's most prestigious universities. Take the side streets, they say. You get local fresh food without tourist traps. Well, we would disagree in this case. We had a very average lunch. I think Belinda's reaction is right on.
Oh, it's cheesy. Cheesy. Only a really good partner would really do this. And sit here and wait for his wife to get her nails done.
Belinda's glam time. How good do those nails look? Ponte Vecchino. It's a medieval bridge that is lined with jewellery shops. Belinda certainly did try her best to find that belated birthday present, but she's still looking. Piazza del Segnale, where you'll see the open-air sculpture gallery featuring a replica of Michelangelo's statue of David and many other significant sculptures, which includes the Neptune fountain. We walked about 1.5 km to the Piazza Michelangelo. It was a decent effort to get there, but you won't be disappointed. The hilltop square offers panoramic views of Florence. There are a couple of bars, market stalls, and plenty of people enjoying the view.
Gulch 5. Florence train station, heading to coach number 3, delay of 60 minutes to Venice. Probably not what you expect when arriving at Venice. Welcome to Venice. A little bit of an effort to find it. Instructions were pretty good. Packaging instructions were very good. Just, I think we're a bit overwhelmed at the moment. I'll talk about that in a second. There's our little shared room. Oh, look, there's Linda in the background. This is where we're called home for the next couple of days. Nice fancy decor. Obviously, there's always a bathroom. I think we've always tried to get one with our own private bathroom, which is good. Yeah, happy days. Right, stay tuned. Right, hello, welcome to Venice. That was an experience and a half. We were at Florence train station and our train was delayed 40 minutes, then 50 minutes, then 55 minutes, and then 59 minutes, because if you get to 60, guess what? They've got to give you a refund. But no, it was only delayed by 59 minutes, coincidentally. Anyway, we get onto the train, which is good. Nice, easy, cruisy train in business class. I'll try and get a video of that next time. And then it was just chaos. We arrive up at Venice here, and what do you reckon, Belle?
Yeah, it's not what we were expecting, I suppose. And it was chaos when we got off the train.
Chaos.
Didn't
Went
know
to
where we were going.
went to the ticket dude to get some water taxi thing. He says to your left. So I go there. We're trying to figure it out, and no, we're in the wrong queue. So we've got to go back out past the 4,000 people, get back to where we have to get to, and then it was pretty easy from there, I guess. Get onto the taxi we need to get onto, then we get here and in Venice, having my first tapas. Looks like a little bit of a sardine thing. Lovely. Lovely. We headed straight to Rialto Bridge, as it was just minutes walk from our earlier tapas stop and not far from where our foodie tour was starting. Our food tour was awesome, and it wasn't just about the food. We got a great range of chieti, cold cuts, cheeses, truffle oil, oh my god, local wine, coffee, the full Venetian flavour bomb. Roaming the alleys with Lorenzo, the local, gave us the hidden gems to explore further. It was a great pick-up from this morning's chaos. Did somebody say KFC? Coated fruit candy? Or marzipan to be more accurate.
We seem to be walking around, not knowing where we're going in Venice.
Dining on the canal, the tourist trap. That's a Greek salad, a mixed grill, try not to laugh, for €90 and it was shit. The meat was thin as a piece of cardboard and that's about how it tasted.
That's large, oh. Pineapple on it, though, I don't like. Only fruit I don't like.
Meet the Gondola Highway. A walking tour is the best way to wander through the alleyways and see the icons of the sinking city. First up, we entered St. Mark's Square, where you can marvel at the Campanile Bell Tower. The 15th century clock tower, where two bronze statues strike the hours with large hammers and has Roman numeral digital clock, as well as the moon phases and the zodiac. Lastly, drawing your attention to St. Mark's Basilica, which dates back to the 9th century AD. The architecture is stunning to say the least on this one. These were built to stop men from peeing in the corners of buildings. You can only imagine what would happen if you were to pee on top of it. The Basilica of St. John and Paul is the largest church in Venice and is considered the Pantheon of Venice due to the number of royals that have been buried here. Right next door is the Venetian Hospital, which has a ghostly past. This is now the Venetian Hospital. Soon we made our way through to the Grand Canal. It stretches about 3.8 kilometres and varies from 30 to 90 metres wide with an average depth of 5 metres. The banks of the Grand Canal is lined with over 170 buildings and only 4 bridges, with the Rialto being the most famous, and it was the only bridge that crossed the canal until the 19th century. Here we are, cruising the streets of Venice. We're on our way to Venice's famous bookstore, where it's known for flooding quite regularly. So similarly, the books are in boats, and I reckon I was supposed to turn right there, so I'll stop the video and have a look at the map. It's affogato time! This style is not just a scoop of ice cream, but rather they scoop the ice cream to make a star and then pour the coffee into the middle of the star. Certainly is delicious. Hazelnut affogato. Our gondola ride started out in the canal in front of Doge's Palace, where it was a little choppy for Belinda. Once we entered the canals, it was pretty smooth sailing. We passed the Bridge of Sighs, which connects the palace to the new prisons. It gives prisoners one last view of Venice before carceration. Is a gondola trip really worth it? Well, you don't want to go home and say, I wish I did it. So yes, we did a shared gondola ride which must be booked, and I think this is a good way to experience the canals. Hopefully you get a good gondolier who can make or break the experience. Right guys, I've got some pasta here, some pasta I've never tried before. It's squid ink spaghetti, or actually, oh, it's bloody hot, I tell you that. It wasn't squid ink, it was cuttlefish ink. I'm not gonna lie, it tastes a little bit seafoodish, with lots of garlic. Don't know really what it tastes like in the restaurants as opposed to this takeaway box, but it's nice. We took a Vaporetto water bus from St. Mark's Square around to Rialto. in the clockwise direction, which takes approximately 45 minutes. Heading out on the canal, we zigzagged its way back down towards the Grand Canal, passing the Central Bus Station, Water Police Station, the Grand Central Train Station, and seeing Rialto Bridge one more time. This was a relaxing way to experience Venice from a boat.
We're on our way home. We've had a few days in Venice, but now we're off tomorrow, and our next stop is Switzerland. Bye. Washing's done. I can't change the view though while I'm recording. But wait, one last trick before we go. This has been R&B on the Run, and the journey is just getting started.
Tune in for our next episode.